work on this measure in her first term, and I deal her 3 minutes.
Gentlewoman is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your work on this very important bill. A few years ago, before I ever even decided to run for Congress, I owned a small coffee shop in Old Town Fort Collins. As a business owner, I knew that my success or failure depended on my business plan and my ability to compete. None of the other shop owners needed the government to offer them some sort of special protection in order to survive. Capitalism is the basis of our democracy, and a competitive marketplace is at the heart of capitalism. Since 1945, just 2 industries have enjoyed special protection from antitrust laws by the United States government: Major League Baseball and the health insurance industry. Since Americans don't rely on baseball tickets to vaccinate their children or get cancer screenings, the gentleman from Virginia and I felt it important that we tackle the special protections offered to the health insurance industry today. I consider myself a pragmatic person. I think companies should be left alone to succeed or fail based on the fitness of their business plan and on the quality of the products they offer to consumers, not because they got a special deal from Washington. I believe that consumer protection laws keep our markets competitive and are crucial to democracy and economy, and that the exceptions offered to the insurance industry for over half a century leave the doors wide open to price fixing that can't be regulated. If any member of this body were to come and suggest that the United States government give one industry the immunity from protection and from price fixing, the outrage from the American public would be swift and heartfelt. It's not fair that small business owners across America, many of them struggling to survive in today's economy, have to play by a separate set of rules. The underlying premise of this bill is not a partisan issue. Prominent members of both parties have advocated removal of McCarran-Ferguson for years. In 2007, Senator Trent Lott co-sponsored legislation with Patrick Leahy that would have repealed an even broader swath of antitrust exemptions benefiting the entire insurance industry. At the same time, Senator Lott made the astute point that if the industry were not engaging in price fixing, it wouldn't have to worry about losing its antitrust exemption. When Lott testified before the Judiciary Committee in 2007, he said, "I cannot for the life of me understand why we have allowed this exemption to stay in place for so long." Perhaps even more telling, the National Association of Attorneys General strongly opposes the repeal of McCarran-Ferguson. One Assistant Attorney General noted, "The most egregiously anti-competitive claims, such as naked agreements to fixing price."
Time has expired.
I ask for an additional 30 seconds.
Granted.
One Attorney General noted the most egregiously anti-competitive claims, such as naked agreements, fixing price, or reducing coverage, are virtually always found immune under prosecution under the law. For years, one industry has enjoyed an unfair advantage over every other business in the United States. I don't think this has anything to do with being a Republican or a Democrat. I think it has to do with being fair. Thank you, and I yield back.